Hello, this is Gail Ferris, and I am showing you what the Greenland Tuilig looks like. The kind of Tuilig that is used for rolling.
I'd like to have a little note leave on here, say property of John Heath. John finds it needed.
Oh boy.
Luca.
To get a feeling of how it feels, but
Yeah.
it's just a little more extreme.
Yes.
Get people into focus, so to speak.
Peterson's Tuilig.
I'd like to have a little note leave on here, say property of John Heath. John finds it needed.
Oh boy.
This style is also sort of what do you call it, fashion
For fashion.
in the 18th and the 17th century. These were very popular, and sometimes you can see kayakers. They almost look like soldiers.
Depends on how much patience the sewer has.
Yeah. You smell interesting after a few hours with this on.
So that ties off around his face.
Yeah, here.
Mhm. So that makes it waterproof.
Yeah. And then you go back with this in your neck.
Yes.
And
Yes.
There's another strap you can have for your neck if you're
Mhm. Yeah. So that the hood fits down absolutely tightly.
I have included this footage just to show you what's involved when a kayaker is getting out of his kayak and what he has to do to release his Tuilig. So getting out of a kayak isn't very easy to do. The cockpit is oftentimes quite tight. Today people are being taught how to kayak here in West Greenland, just north of Maniksak. This resting sculling motion is very important as a prelude to rolling training, which we are going to be doing. This man is taking his Tuilig off, which is a waterproof jacket. The kayaker is being taught the importance of lying back, and gradually he is learning to trust his body in the water and to trust the support the water can provide him. The closure on the wrist of the Tuilig is tied. Kind of a project doing all those lines up the tie around the wrist and the face. Those lines up the tie around the wrist and the face.
Hayat tadka ka? Ay, siliyo mga pagkik.
Has to be very tight to not let water get in right around the face. There you see how that is done. And he has gotten into his kayak with a paddle in front of him, tucked under the deck strings. But when he gets out, he puts it behind him. Talrock Beck is practicing various roles, and I've included this in here to show you the amount of flexibility a kayaker needs to have in his Tuilig. This particular design of Tuilig is the most important design because it's the long type, which allows maximum flexibility. With the utilization of a shorter one, many Greenland kayakers died because they drowned. The last thing you want to have happen to you in Greenland waters, which are just barely above freezing, is to have your Tuilig detach from the cockpit of your kayak. And that is why the long type of Tuilig is now universally used, and they've given up using any of the short ones. Next is a kayak from Yamaslik area, paddled by Manessa Mathiasen. And this is the cockpit in detail for you, so that you can see what is involved in a cockpit. This is a photograph of Nikolai Jensen, who I talked with, wearing the traditional Tuilig for the Kuslausovak area. If you look at this Tuilig, you'll notice that it does not tie on the top of the forehead, it ties on the bottom. Then it has a separate string that ties from the front around the back of the head.